Hello guys, today I'll be teaching you how to tie Connor's loaded hopper. First you will start with a size 10 Mustad dry fly hook, standard length. You can use hopper hooks if you want to, or extra long shanks. And your thread will be a gray down UTC Ultra Thread 70. Tie your thread just behind the eye, snip free, and then create a smooth thread base going back. And just to let you guys know, this does not require hopper legs. It's a pretty basic fly. So you're going to go all the way back into the bend of the hook a little bit. And go back to just before the point of the hook. Take your foam, and you want this foam to be extra long, way longer than the shank. This is about 1, 2, 3.5 hook shanks in length. Tie it so you have just less than hook shank in length over the hook, over past the end of the hook. Tie this on quite well. First material that you tie in besides your foam will be Antron or Polyyarn, or whatever you would rather use. This is a pretty basic material. Snip a little section of that. That section's a bit too short. So I guess that just means that we will cut that short and tie this in on top of the hook shank, on top of your foam. Then tighten that up real good. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold it together. You're tying a parachute post. You're going to do your parachute post thread wraps around 2 to 4 times. I think I just did about 3 times there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to tie that so it's pointing a bit back. And those special wraps that we just did are just to keep them together. Then you're going to cut it so it's shorter than the end. So it's about that long. That's perfect. And you're going to tie under. Go to where you started your thread. And you're going to start tying on. Make sure this is nice and tight. Then you're going to measure about how long you want your head to be. You're going to cut off the extra amount. So that's going to be your head. You're going to take the extra amount. You're going to cut it short, about that long. If you want, you can make some adjustments to size too, like width and stuff. Not necessary, but you can if you want. But this piece isn't needed quite yet. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take grizzly hackle. It doesn't really matter how big it is. It's meant to look like a perfect fly. As I said in the name, it's a loaded fly. Then, of course, strip a few fibers at the butt. Tie that in on top of the shank. Just like that. Then cut the extras. And I'm just gonna, I messed that up a bit, I guess. Tie that in right there. I tie it in fairly nice there. and hackle it around your hook. It's all it's going to make it loaded. Once you're there, just kind of start wrapping. You don't have to be coordinated or anything. Just kind of start wrapping. And this excess can tie another one if you wanted to. Just trying to cut it close without cutting any of your hackle. I did fairly good at that. Then bring your head over top. And tie that down. And wait, we're still not done. Remember that piece we saved from earlier that we didn't throw away? You're going to take that, put it on top, tie it on. Then you can do some cutting on that if you want. Make it look perfect. If you would like to. Then you're going to grab your Antron that you used earlier for the first wing. As you should have noticed, this is pretty similar to a Chubby Chernobyl. Then you're going to take the two ends, touch them, so it's doubled over, then tie that in on top. Then as we did earlier with the first one, those parachute wraps, I'm going to parachute wrap this 4 times. Pretty much the same steps as the first one. Now, the only thing with foam for me is it does not like to stay on top of the hook. You're gonna tie that in. 3, 4, the 4-turn whip finish. Don't snip your thread. You can break it, or you can kind of do what I just did. And hold this cut just at the tip. And that is how you tie Connor's loaded no-leg hopper.